Hey, it's Dave at Trivaeo. We're going to try a difficult project today. No, it's not difficult at all. What we want to do is to have our website functioning so that it's capturing newsletter signups or requests for support or information from our customers, leads, opportunities. It has the ability to work intelligently for us so that our customers and opportunities themselves are actually submitting the information directly into our CRM system. This requires no direct activity from any of the members of the platform, so the CRM users. It's the clients and the people on your website that are filling in their own information, and when they hit the send button, the information is directly populated and distributed across your solution. So seems like a technical challenge, right? It's daunting, it's frightening, it's complex, it's hard. No, it's not. It's so simple, even I can do it. And I mean that in the best possible way. It doesn't require any coding. It just requires you to think a little bit about what you want to capture, where you wish to capture it from your website, and where you're going to put that information when you receive it. So let's have a look at that. I'm logged in here to CloudWorks IT as Trivaeo Electrical Services. It's a fictitious company. It doesn't actually exist. I use this for demonstration purposes. But Trivaeo Electrical Services has got an admin and another user that work together as a team to deliver professional services and product as electricians to their local community. So it's a busy little company. And they're doing okay, even if it's a demo. They have a website that looks quite nice. This is actually published for real on the web. If you went to my website, you would actually see it. And here they showcase their work, their lighting collections, products, their services. They tell people a little bit about what they do. They feature some of their latest projects and what have you. So to all intents and purposes, even though this is a demonstration site, it's pretty effective, I hope you'd agree, as a front door to a local business. Now, I've got this challenge that I want people to be able to submit inquiries directly off this website, and I want the forms that they complete not to be emailed to me, because that means I have to copy it and paste it in somewhere else. And there's a risk that the email doesn't make it or lands in a spam folder, or I check it on my mobile without realizing and mark it as read, and then I miss it. So there's lots of reasons why, form to email, can be useful, but there's also error prone. And email is not a guaranteed delivery service. We want to be sure that when a subscriber is on our website and they want to inquire about our services or our products, that they can fill in a form, and when they do, it goes immediately into our CRM system. So I've got this wonderful little piece of blank real estate here on our website just before the footer area, where we could ask them to complete a form to submit an inquiry to us based on anything that they've seen on this page. Other use cases could be sign up for our newsletter, or even if you've got customer login area where they can submit support requests to you, or and so on, they can do that too. And I'll show you how to do that in a few seconds. So the system I use to build the Trivaeo Electrical Services Limited website is just a content management system. It's Joomla, and that has a website builder with it, or at least with this theme template that I'm using, and that makes life nice and easy. What I've got here is this blank space in the middle of the Inquire Now section that is waiting for the capability to inject this information straight into the CRM system. So there you see the relationship between the website as a front end as it's seen by the public, and here's the back end seen by me as the administrator. So all I have to do is add my code to do this job into this white box here. So back to the CRM system, to my admin area. Now, if you're not an administrator of your company's CRM system, you won't see all of these wonderful areas. You'll still have some admin, but that relates to your own privileges, not the complete admin of the solution. So if you're an admin, you can go to Process and Collaboration. I'll ignore the other bits for now. What we're focusing on for this demonstration is being contacted from the web. So a contact should be injected directly into the system from your website. So let's click on that. That's what we want to do. As you can see, I don't have any prepared, and we want to prepare one. So I'm going to add a new one. Now it's going to ask me for some basic information first. Some of it relates to security of this service, and others relate to what it is you're asking for through this service. So first field, pink background, always true in the CRM platform or any of the applications on CloudWorks IT. If it has a pink background, it is mandatory and you can't proceed without it. So the domain, I'm going to limit this to www.thetidwells.org because that is the domain that my website is published on. I don't want any chance that people can attempt to transmit or inject false form information from other places into my CRM system. So by limiting this directly to the tidwells.org, the CRM platform, your CRM system, will limit any inbound data feeds to be only from this website. So that's great. Never mind the subdomains. Nearly everyone has www website addresses, but if you had forum.thetidwells.org or news. Then you could tick that, and anything in front of the domain main name would be acceptable. I recommend you create a contact from web event for each specific web entity that you want to receive information from. It helps you with your stats and your analytics as well. So who's the owner of this? When this contact comes into our CRM system, which person in your CRM system is the owner of that contact? So people signing up for newsletters, you might set the owner to be someone in the marketing team. If it's somebody signing up for a service request, then you might want to target this to a help desk, and I'll actually show you that in a little bit. But I'm just going to say that it's going to be, well, it's either me or the other electrician who's glamorously called the CRM user. Bless him. He needs to change his name. I'm going to receive these notifications. Now, these notifications occur via email. Okay, so we don't clutter up the CRM platform with all sorts of pop-ups and things, a new contact, what have you. No, the person that you need to know that a new contact request has been created or a new newsletter sign up is notified via email. So the group, this is the group that you want this submission to be appended to. Now our groups, we've got people that are in the all contacts group, customers, those that signed up for the newsletter, subscribers, suppliers, and we've also got a group that we've created for web requests from the home page. To admin that, if you want to add a group before you carry on with the form, you just pop over to CRM admin, go to CRM groups, add a new group name, and that way all submissions coming through this form will be added to that contact group. That keeps your data really nice and clean, and also it allows you to target these people with relevant information in campaigning or manually so much easier afterwards. We can even break down your contacts into where it is on your website that they were contacting you for information, and you can have different groups for that, so you know who's interested in your maintenance services versus those that are interested in more information about your products and so on. So this form is going to be submitting contact details into our CRM based on it being a web request from our homepage. You can create as many of these groups as you like. They're infinite in scope. You don't want so many it becomes unmanageable, but you want enough groups that you can pigeonhole or identify the nature of the contact. Because remember, a contact can be a client, it can be a customer, it can be a contact, just somebody you know, it could be a supplier, it could be a competitor, a contractor, employees, whatever. There's lots of groups that I can think of, and your business will dictate what grouping you really want. It's a very powerful feature in the system, and I strongly encourage you to use it to its fullest extent. The token, you don't need to worry about. It's here for information purposes. This is the token that is transmitted when the form is sent or submitted from your website If that doesn't match, it rejects it. You won't need to know what this number is. It's just there for information, and that's why it's grayed out and you can't change it. So by default, the system asks for first name, last name, email address as basic information. But we also want their phone number. We would like to know if they've got a website, and we want to use a description at the top saying, yeah, please enter your details. And we want to have custom description fields because we want to be able to ask a free form question of that customer. How can we help you? At least within the context of how I intend to use this form. So I go to custom description. I'm going to add a new field, and I'm going to call it how may we help. So the item index is number 1. That means it's the first question that's asked after the default questions, and you can reorder these things by changing their index. So that's all I'm asking for. First name, last name, email address, telephone number, website address, and how can we assist you, or how may we help. Now, there is another use case here that you can have these inbound requests immediately targeting a help desk. Or you can have them create the contact as well as creating a service request. So if you have, let's say, a maintenance and support area on your website where clients can book a maintenance or a visit to the technology in their house that you look after, then you could create a service desk request. You pick the help desk that you want to target with it, and you set the priority, which is the service level. So how long does it take before the system will start nagging people that the service desk ticket has arrived? So your service level to resolution, you define these as the admin, and you can add notifications as well as adding people to be members of this distribution, so that everyone gets an email and a notification saying, hey, a new service desk request has come in. So help desk, service desk is an additional workflow trigger that you can add with the form. In this case, all I want is a basic form coming from the tidwells.org, or in this case Trelleborg Electrical Services, that will be assigned to me. I'm the owner. Let me know it came in via email. Put it into this group and use this custom description field. I won't do a service desk request. I'm ready, I'm done. Hit save. So now we get some code. Don't be frightened by this, okay? All it is an inline style sheet to describe what it looks like and a form. It's a script. It's really, really simple. And you don't have to do anything more glamorous with this than highlight it all, hit Command C on your Mac or Control C to copy it to your clipboard, or right click on it and copy. Then you can close this. You can forget the window. If you need to make changes to the form, by the way, you can do so at any time. As long as you don't change its security token, that form can be, you can change the fields in it, you can add new descriptions and so on, to your heart's content. So you're not committed to it once you've created it. You can edit it here. And if you need the script again because you go away for your lunch, you come back and you forgot, just hit the triangle, get the HTML form again, and you can copy it again. So I've now done all the work I need to do technically in the CRM system. It's ready to receive these inbound contact requests. It knows exactly what it's got to do. All we have to do is get our website ready to start kicking them over to us. So back to the home page of Trelleborg. Let's do a quick refresh and you'll see I've still got this nice white empty box. So let's put that script on our website so that the form to capture the customer info appears here. So I go back to my builder. This is the white spot just here, the dead space, and I want to put in raw HTML. You can see with my builder I can do all sorts of things like galleries and social media links and switches and overlays and what have you, but all I need is HTML. So a pure panel of HTML. So I click on this, put my cursor in it, hit Control and V, Command and V to paste, or Control V on your PC and Command V on your Mac, and the form is immediately inserted. Now, as luck would have it for me with the let's say the color tone and the look and feel of Trivaeo Electrical Services, the form's a pretty good fit straight out of the box. The only thing I would probably tweak is the font color just to make it a bit darker. Now you can do that. This is just normal inline CSS. Where possible, you don't want to mess with this code, and for most people the form is fine in its default format. It's obviously got a CloudWorks IT type of layout, but it's made generically so it will fit in most websites. But if you're confident enough, or your web person is confident enough, by all means go in and adapt the inline CSS, the cascading style sheet here, and you can change the color, the background colors, the way the fields look, the icons, all that sort of stuff. You can do it here. All this code, as technical as it looks, is it's saying this is what it looks like and this is the content, which is a form, and it's wrapped in a script. When somebody completes the form and presses submit, it transmits the information that was contained in this form to your CRM instance. It's that simple. I'm not doing anything technical here, am I? So I'll go back to my builder now. I have to save this page, and that has now committed this HTML block to my Inquire Now section, and we're ready to go back to our main website and test it. So let's refresh Trivaeo Electrical's homepage, and what do you know? There's the form. So let's fill it in and see what happens. I'm just going to check that my email at thetidwells.org is empty. Yes, it is. So I'm going to go back in here and we'll say it's Rupert Tidwell. Rupert's the name of my dog. Don't giggle. Not the Tidwells. Email is Rupert at thetidwells.org. 07944 229 073. Website http www.notthetidwells.org. And how may I help? I'd like someone to contact me about bedroom lighting in the 2017 range. Thanks. So I've said who I am, how to get hold of me, and what I would like. So you can add as many of these additional question fields as you like. This is probably a bit narrow because anyway, it doesn't matter. You obviously want to put this form in a space where it's going to be broad enough to capture the information necessary. But I hit submit, the information is coming here. If I just wait and check, see if anything else has come in yet, I'll refresh my mail inbox. The notification hasn't arrived yet. Let's go and check our CRM system. So if I go to CRM, contacts, oh, I got hundreds. How am I going to know? So let's just filter by those that came in today. There you go. Rupert Tidwell. Rupert at thetidwells.org too. Let's see what information we know about him. He works for a company called Not the Tidwells. Or anyone else in that company yet? And it says, no, there's only one contact in that company. Great. So let's go back to Rupert and let's have a look. The additional info, how may we help? I'd like someone to contact me about bedroom lighting in the 2017 range. Thanks. You saw me just type that in. Let me just check my email again. There we go. So this is me as the main Acme customer CRM admin saying, a new contact has been added to your CRM system. Please click on the link to see the details. And here's good old Rupert. Just arrived. He did the legwork himself. He's provided us the basic information. I might phone him back now, or I could go ahead and email him and attach the brochure or whatever, however you wish to follow up, and you can create a lead from that and begin the process from there. So what we're basically doing with this demonstration is showing how you can embed a front door into your CRM system directly into your website so that your leads, your clients, your customers, those requiring help or assistance from you are able to intelligently and self-service wise create that information and bring it into your system. So hopefully you found that helpful. Might be a good reference for you having a go at doing it yourself. If you have any questions or queries, let your partner know. your main partner where you purchase the solution from, and they will help you get this installed or configured for your website. It's really not difficult to do. You see me just work through it in real time in 20 minutes, and I've done a lot of talking, so apologies it's a bit longer than normal, but it is a critical but super powerful feature that makes your website become another member of your CRM team, and saves you doing a lot of typing. It reduces typos and mistakes because you've copied and pasted things incorrectly, and has your system working for you 24/7. So thanks a lot. See you on the next one.